Okay guys, so this is part 2 of the video. If you have not seen part 1, it will be linked in the description box down below. So yeah, let's get into part 2. Alexa, pick a random number 1 through 13.
Here's a number between 1 and 13. It's 3.
3. Powder. I was hoping to get this after concealer because it's going to be our last face product until concealer. Great. So we have my favorite is the e.l.f. translucent powder. And my least favorite is this one by LA Colors. I don't even know why the heck I bought this. But my least favorite applicator for it is a sponge. I'm not using this sponge, by the way. That'll make a mess. And then my powder brush is this one here by Sarah. Super fluffy. This here is going to be 6 to 10, and this is going to be 1 to 5. Please be so. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 10.
A random number is 9.
That means the LA Colors lose powder. Jeez, if I already wasn't tan and pink enough. So I really just put powder under my eyes and wherever I put concealer. So I'll put it, I normally just put concealer under my eyes and then on my nose and my forehead. Okay, so powder is done. Okay. Alexa, pick a random number 1 through 13.
Here's a number between 1 and 13. It's 9.
Okay, so that's eyeshadow. It's not too bad. Okay, so eyeshadow, we have eyeshadow primer and eyeshadow. So I'm doing these together just because I don't really want to do them separate. We'll do eyeshadow primer first. So it is this Stuck On You eyeshadow primer, and this is my favorite, and if I get this, then I get to use a brush, but then if I get the e.l.f. putty primer, I have to use my fingers. So 1 to 5, 6 to 10, you know the drill. Alexa, pick a number 1 through 10.
A random number is 6.
Man. Okay. Use my fingers. Don't like using my fingers. Feels gross. Okay, now that we're primed, we'll move into eyeshadows. So my favorite eyeshadow palette is this one by Morphe. This I also got for my birthday. It was kind of a late birthday present. I love it. It's a little name sheet. It's so pretty. I love it. Okay. So, and that is my favorite palette. And my least favorite, this one by L'Oreal Paris with 4 colors. 4. There's compared to this one that has, I don't even know how many colors, that's how many it has. So, 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Alexa, pick a random number 1 to 10.
Here's a number between 1 and 10. It's 2.
Yes! Yes! So, but like I said, I have, oh, and I forgot to tell you this even before. So if I was to get that other palette, I would have had to use my 4 least favorite brushes. But since I got my favorite palette, I get to use my 4 favorite brushes. Ha 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 ha. Yay. Okay. Here they are. And because I've already done this video one time, I already have an eyeshadow look planned. So we're going to be doing the crease first. Look at this here so I can remember names for everything. So we're gonna go in with this color here. It's called Call Me George. Gorge. Call Me George. Call Me a Gorge. This one here is so pretty. I'm going to go in with that one on my crease. And for that, I'm going to be using this brush right here. Just putting it on my crease. Super pretty and super quick to apply. I don't like super bold looks with eyeshadow. I like natural glam, or just a little bit over natural glam, and that's what this is going to be. Just a tad bit over natural glam. And now with this buffing brush here, I'm going to take the color, Love It, this one right here, and blend that out just around the edges. Oh, and I'm doing this eye, and then I'm going to go off camera to do the other eye. Around the edges, just kind of do some circular motions to blend that out. Now for my lid color, I'm going to do something a little crazy. I'm going to go in with this color here that is called, make sure I get the right one. Yep, Melt Hearts. And I'm just going to use a flat brush and kind of sweep that across the lid. Sweep it across the lid. And I'm also going to work it up just a little bit into the crease because I have hooded eyes, so you won't really be able to see it. Just a little bit into the crease. Yes. It's beautiful. I love that. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my under eye color. And I'm gonna need this brush for my under eye color, so I'm gonna get my little pigment remover, I guess you could call it. Just gonna scrape it over it. There we go. And for under my eyes, I'm going to go in with this one right here called Ooh La La. And I'm just going to get it on the very, very tip of this brush and then just drag it right at my lash line. I'm just going to bring it down just a little bit more so that way we can see it better. Now for our last color, I'm going to do my inner corner. And this color here, I've been screaming it. It says, it's called Cheers to You. It is so pretty. It looks to be such a beautiful inner corner color. So I'm just going to take this e.l.f. flat brush here, just swirl that in there. And I'm going under my entire brow. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. That is so beautiful. Then just circular motions there in my inner corner. I love it. So now I'm going to really quickly, can y'all be quiet, please? Y'all wrestling down here is not very quiet. They're not paying a lick of attention to me. Okay, well I'm gonna quickly go off camera and do this eye right here, and I will be right back. So here is my second eye done with the Morphe 35C Everyday Chick palette, and I love it. It's kind of like a Valentine's Day theme. I don't know, but it is super pretty, and there's so many different colors in here, but they're all kind of natural. You can do whatever you want with this. This is literally the everyday makeup palette. And for those of y'all who care, if you are thinking of purchasing this, there is little to no fallout on the palette itself or fallout under the eyes. Now let's see what's next. We're getting down to the last couple steps. Alexa, pick a random number between 1 and 13.
Here's a number between 1 and 13. It's 2.
Okay. Yes, it's concealer. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for concealer, don't even care which one we get. I'm just glad to have concealer. Okay, so this here is my least favorite, just because it's not really a concealer, but I use it as a concealer whenever I do use it. It is the Skin Treat Poreless Tinted Moisturizer SPF 20 in the color Fair. and I will just use this as a regular concealer. And if I get that, I'll use my least favorite concealer slash foundation brush. That is this one here. Or my favorite. This is by Vulgar, something like that. And it is in shade number 60, and it is the Undercover Concealer. And my favorite concealer brush is this one here. It is by Farrah. It's the Conceal and Set Brush. I will just use this in, considering I've already done powder, so I don't need that in. So let's see which one we get. 1 to 5 and 6 to 10. Alexa, pick a random number 1 through 10.
Here's a number between 1 and 10. It's 1.
Yes, we got the good one. So with this, there's very little in here. I just do a little dollop right there on my hand. And I would just take my little thing, my little brush here, and then just apply it here where I would normally apply it. Down my nose. Bring it out. My forehead. Yeah. And on my chin is where I'll put concealer. And just kind of buff that in. So concealer is done. So we're now going to do from 5 to 13, just because we've done everything before 5. Alexa, pick a random number between 5 and 13.
Here's a number between 5 and 13. It's 11.
Oh, okay, that's lipstick. So for lipsticks, we have my least favorite, which is this one by LA Colors. It is in the color Bright Pink, and it for sure is bright pink. So I really hope I don't get that one. And my favorite one is by Context Nude. It's by Context Nude Balm, and it's in the color Girl School, and it is so pretty. It is just a natural balm, like colored lip balm. Okay, so let's figure out which one we're going to use. So we got 1 through 5 and 6 through 10. Alexa, pick a random number between 1 and 10.
Here's a number between 1 and 10. It's 6.
Well, at least we're going for a pink look. No. Still not too. Yeah, okay. I still don't like this one. Still don't like this one. Okay, let's see what's next. Next. Alexa, pick a random number between 5 and 13.
Here's a number between 5 and 13. It's 10.
Okay, 10 is chapstick. Oh, for chapsticks, we got my favorites and my least favorites. So my favorite is this one by, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. There's the brand. I'm not even going to try because I know I'll just fail. It is Tropical Citrus, and I really like it. Or we have an EOS. This is in the color Coconut Milk. I just don't use this any. Not that I don't like it, I don't use it. So that's why it got kind of pushed down to the least favorites. So 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Alexa, pick a random number between 1 and 10.
Here's a number between 1 and 10. It's 5.
Okay, so we get this one. And I'll probably have to clean it off afterwards because it'll have pink lipstick on it. Just like clean it off. There we go, good as new. Just rub all that lipstick all over my hand. There we go, good as new. So, that is everything for the lips. And I think we can actually, so we got setting spray and mascara. So, mascara and setting spray. So we are going to do the 1 to 10 technique for these last two because I know it's going to take forever to keep saying. Pick a number between 5 and 13. So setting spray is going to be, and I'm not going to show you the mascaras yet, but setting spray is going to be 1 to 5 and mascara is going to be 6 to 10. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
A random number is 9.
Okay, so mascaras are next because that was 6 to 10. So my favorite mascaras. So how I do my mascara is I do a lash lengthening mascara on top and then a normal mascara on the bottom. So if it picks 1 to 5, I will be able to curl my lashes. But the mascaras I will use is this Lash Princess, and it is the False Lash Effect Mascara. I'll put this on my top lashes. Then this is by Maybelline New York Full and Soft Mascara on my bottom lashes. And if it gets 6 to 10, then I will have to do the Thrive Cosmetics. This one is really expensive and the formula is really weird. It kind of like it clumps up really easily, which is why I don't really like it that much. I like this formula better. So the Thrive, and then for the bottom is, just because it's super cheap, is the LA Colors one for the bottom. So, got 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Alexa, pick a random number between 1 and 10.
Here's a number between 1 and 10. It's 9.
Goodbye. Okay, so no curling up the lashes, and you get to use Thrive and LA Colors, the most expensive in my collection to the cheapest in my collection. Okay, so it didn't actually do too bad this time. Didn't clump together too bad. Now LA Colors on the bottom lashes. Okay, so now I'm just going to go off camera and do this eye. So there's the other eye, and the Thrive actually did pretty well today. So now let's figure out our last step, shall we? Alexa, pick a random number between 13 and 13.
Here's a number between 13 and 13. It's 13.
Okay. The last thing we have left is number 13, which is the last step of setting spray. That's the only number she did not pick. So we started with primer and we did a couple of different things in between, but then we're ending with setting spray. And that is it for this week's video. Here is the finished look, a really pink look, completely chosen by Alexa. She chose if I should use my favorite product or my least favorite product, in what order I should go in. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Bye!